Hello, now replying to David Wood's video, Did Jesus Pray Like a Muslim? It's better you go back to David Wood's video before you see this video. I will quote, and he, Jesus, went a little further and fell on his face and prayed. But David Wood dismisses this thought by saying, Jesus prayed for guidance in places of quiet solitude. Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. Now this, first of all, sounds like the Fajr prayer, the very first prayer in the morning. Muslims pray 5 times a day, and the first prayer is a Fajr prayer which is done in the very earlier time, in the morning, very early morning, before the sun goes up. Most Muslims in this situation do not head off to the mosque. They pray in their own home, in a very quiet place of solitude. So usually where there's silent and it's very quiet in the early morning, that is the time in which one of the first prayer is very quiet and very silent, and people do not go to the mosque at that time, just for the information. David Wood adds to this that Jesus avoided using repeated words in his prayer. Then let me tell you that a Muslim's prayer, which is called Salah, is divided into 2 parts. In the beginning of the Salah, Muslims glorify Allah. That's the first part of the Salah. And it's quite more of acts of worship. Now, Muslims in the beginning of every prayer say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, which means I seek protection, refuge, shelter from the shaitan, the cursed one. Later in every movement, be it in a state of standing up, kneeling down, which is called ruku, bowing down, which is called sajda, a Muslim is using repeated words of glorification. That is the first part of the prayer, that the Muslims glorify the Creator. Just like Hallelujah is repeated, Allahu Akbar, which means Allah is the greatest, that is repeated, so do Muslims compliment the Creator, glorify the Creator, which is pretty much the same. But what is different, I will just tell you in a minute. However, the actual prayer is at the very end of the glorification process. Muslims at the end of that process raise their both hands, put them together, and then ask something from the Creator. Those words of every individual are different according to everyone's needs. So in that time when Muslims raise their hands and to ask something from Allah, at that time the words are actually different. I hope you got it. Muslims have the option to pray in a mosque or in complete solitude. Even in a mosque, Muslims are praying silently, not singing or speaking words out loud. So what is different? That is different. That's what I was saying was actually different. Jesus Christ did not sing out words in his worship, but those that claim to be Christians do. It's about time that the Christians open their eyes to observe the ways of Jesus and reflect on that. Those that say that Jesus is Lord then have to think again, if Jesus is Lord, who did he pray to? Who did he bow down to? Are the 2 very important questions. The sound you hear from a mosque is only a call to prayer. What's it with the bells? Bells are also used in pagan rituals to invite demons. Words are specific. Children of the West celebrate Halloween. Famous celebrities, politicians, people under power represent satanic symbol of the Illuminati, showing proof, evidence of the pagan influence of the West. Even the US dollar is demonic, contains Illuminati symbols. So what is Illuminati? You can also Google it, or I'll tell you anyway. Illuminati is a secret society which follows the occult, and you can research yourself if you want to, deeper into the matter. We Muslims seek refuge from the Satan, but unfortunately the disbelievers celebrate Halloween. I know it's got nothing to do with the Bible, nor does Illuminati, but hey, they're celebrating with their eyes and brain fully closed, but still commenting on other people. Listen more. Jesus too also dressed like a Saudi Muslim. His mother Mary too dressed like a Muslimah. Still the Christians ignore that the Muslims follow Christianity more than the Christians themselves. We Muslims are more Christian than the Christians themselves. This is how your Jesus prayed. Why then do you not pray like him? If you dismiss this, still doubt this, then whose ways, then the ways of which nation follows Jesus more closely? I think you know the answer. But if your heart is black, if your heart has a disease, you will not accept this. Many Muslim preachers know their craft really well. They do not need a laptop before their eyes to debate, be it Zakir Naik, Shabir Ali, or Muhammad Hijab. Christian preachers, I mean the biggest names, David Wood or Christian Prince, need a laptop screen. One of which at times dresses like a woman and one hides behind a screen. To debate, they pick up novices. Muslim preachers are more manly and brave. The Christians portray Jesus with long hair. Nowhere does it say Jesus had long hair. Please watch. Is this the real face of Jesus? Just look at this on your screen. That is why Christian preachers are feminine. That's because their belief in Jesus is also feminine, and one decided to dress like a woman, the other decided to hide behind a screen. Now, only Muslims hide behind a burqa or choose not to show their face. That's a Muslim's job, not a Christian preacher's job. So the rest is up to you. Who is the real deal? That's what I have said is practical, logical, and is the truth. As far as jihad is concerned, the logic behind the 3 stages of jihad is created by David Wood. Jihad is actually striving or struggling, or strives to struggle, and it could refer to any effect. One could strive and struggle to bring a point across or stand up in a protest. As far as war is concerned, even that there has been World War I and World War II, and those 2 wars were not Islamic. But even in a war, there is a strive and a struggle in its own sense. Even creating a YouTube video or going or attending a debate is also jihad, because there is strive behind it and a struggle to bring your point across. Got it? As far as paganism is concerned, then it's not a Muslim's duty to celebrate Halloween, nor it is a Muslim's duty to do demonic symbols from the hands. Yes, Halloween is not mentioned in the Bible, nor its Illuminati. So why follow it and why wave its flag? I have given you answers to your concerns. Now answer me. What reply do you have? Looks like there is no answer. Anyway, thanks for watching and God bless the believers. Goodbye.